Hey folks, it's Brent with the Downing Group, and this week we're going to talk about biggest mistakes buyers make when buying a house. So, welcome back to the channel. This week I have the one and only Sean Coffey, our top buyer agent, and has been for probably the last 5-6 years on our team.
Yeah.
Sean has probably sold, I don't know, at least maybe 150, 200 houses since you've been with us, right, Sean?
Over 200.
So he has consistently been our top buyer agent and also does some listings as well, but he is an expert in terms of what buyers should know when looking for a house. And this week I thought we would talk about biggest mistakes that buyers make when looking for a house. So, Sean, tell us a few of the big mistakes that you see buyers making when they're looking for homes or they're buying them.
Biggest mistake, I think, which I see, is buyers getting into the market not having an agent. This is something I would highly recommend you not do. You're getting ready to do something you've never done before. You need somebody there to represent you, look out for your best interest, and protect you during this process.
Yeah, right. I mean, we just ran upon a person who wanted to sell their home, and they did not use an agent when they bought it. And now we're having to deal with a bunch of title issues that weren't dealt with when they bought it. There were several other problems that, like there was an unsatisfied mortgage. All these things that are crazy stuff that if you don't have an expert in your corner, there are just so many wrong turns you can make in the process. So not just any old agent, a very experienced agent, somebody who knows what they're doing, like this guy. So
that was the next thing I was going to touch on, is make sure you have an aggressive, experienced agent. You know, we all know somebody. Hey, I got a friend they have a friend who's in real estate. You know, this is, for most folks, this is their biggest investment they're ever going to make.
Yeah,
you know,
no kidding.
You don't want to put that in the hands of somebody, although they might be a nice person. They may not have the experience and the expertise that you're going to be looking for.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Cool. Good thoughts. What else do you see out there?
This all ties into having the right agent. A lot of times I see we're in a very aggressive market right now, and sometimes you have to take every advantage you can get to find the right house, get to it first, because there's a lot of competition out there. One of the things that I see right now is people are relying real heavily on the public sites. Everybody knows the big players.
Yeah, Zillow, Realtor.com, all those, right? Mm-hmm.
You have to have every advantage in your corner, and sometimes knowing about a house before the rest of the population does may be your only advantage.
Right.
And that's why it's key, tying back into being with an agent. That agent's going to have you linked into the MLS that we agents use, and you're going to get that information a lot of times before the rest of the folks do.
So if you use somebody on the Downing Group, we will automatically put you on one of those automatic alerts for new properties on the market. Whereas you may not see those things on Zillow or Realtor.com, right? Or at least you'll see them first if you use us to help you, or a really good agent. Okay, good point.
The other thing is, managing the expectations. This ties back into really aggressive market right now, have a bit of an inventory shortage. So we've got a lot more buyers than we've got sellers. So, you have to be prepared for, if a house is priced properly and it's in good condition, you're likely going to be paying at or full price. So, adjust your expectations, because we have to keep in mind we're not the only ones out there looking right now from a buyer perspective.
Certainly the hottest price point in the Columbia market, generally speaking, is in that anything between 100 and 250, right?
Absolutely.
So you're not always paying full price. There's not always multiple offers, but this is getting a little crazy from what I can see. And so I think what Sean's trying to say is that if you go into looking for a house wanting a score of 10 in every single category, I want the primo layout, I want the primo schools, the primo lot and location and colors, and then, by the way, I want to pay 90% of market value for it, you may as well forget it right now. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
There are always compromises to be made. I have found when you're looking to buy a house. You don't have to compromise what you absolutely want and must have, but you know you're not normally going to score a 10 in every category.
No.
Okay.
The other thing is, and this all again ties back into having the agent. You know, an experienced agent is a professional negotiator, and they're going to be able to help you and guide you through some negotiating, you know, strategies for you to consider to make sure that your offer looks the best.
Right. Right. In fact, I did a video on that a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
How to make sure your offer looks better than your competition.
Exactly.
So you know, go back to that on our YouTube channel or on our website and watch that. Very important. Some great ideas there. So.
Right.
Yeah, I guess all this ties back to having a great agent, right?
It all stems from the agent.
Yeah.
You know, it's having the right person. You're assembling a team when you go in to purchase a house, and the agent is going to be the person that's going to bring the team together. You know, they're going to know the best lenders. They're going to know the right inspectors when you get to that point that are going to really scrutinize the
Right.
house and give you the best. You know, overall, this is what we got.
Right.
It's, you know, right down to the closing attorney. You know, you really need someone who's experienced that can help you and guide you through this process.
Yeah, and not just experience, like, you know, they've been in the business 30 years doesn't matter. I mean, because I've seen some really not so great agents that should have not been in the business more than, 3 weeks. But having the right experience, having those kind of reviews, like Sean has tons of 5-star reviews on our Zillow page, for example. That's a great way to see it. But the other thing too, folks, is some people, buyers, think that, oh, I'm not going to get an agent because I don't want to pay a commission. Well, in the way it almost always works is a buyer doesn't pay the commission, so the buyer agent gets paid by the seller commission being split at closing. So you may as well have an agent, right?
Oh,
I mean,
this is truly one of the only things in life that is for free.
Right.
And this is why it's so important. Get you an agent. It's not going to cost you anything, but it's the only way you're going to ensure that somebody's protecting you and looking out for you and your best interest.
Yeah, I mean, we've sold over 1,600 homes at the Downing Group, and if you've done 1 or 2 in your life, or 5 or 6, great. But why not tap into that experience? It's free. We know what we're doing. Check us out on our webpage or on any of the reviews online. So great topics, and we've got more that we can share with you. If you are looking to buy a house right now or thinking of buying a home in the future, hey, give us a call, DM us on our Facebook page. We'll be happy to help.
Absolutely.
So, anything else, Sean?
That's it. We
Okay.
just thank you for all your support, and if there's anything we can do to help you, please let us know.
Okay, great. Have a great week.
Thanks.